All right, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. So we are at day number 23. Today is March 23rd. So we are at day number 23. That's from the time we actually bought this property to where we are right now. I just wanted to show you we got our signs up and we have the permit for the demolition there. As you can see, the demolition has been completed. There's nothing left there. We had to get the city to come out and inspect. That's part of the process. So once you get a demolition completed, the city has to verify that it was actually completed and done. And then this is the other sign that we put up. Everything's looking good and we are ready to proceed. So now the big update that I have is not the fact that we're at this point. The big update that I have is that the city has approved the permits that we've submitted to them. So that's why I'm bringing this up and we're doing another video here. Okay, so here we are on the GovWell system. This is the system that the city of Willis has for uploading permits and how they're approving for everything. This is where they're going to be doing the fees and everything else like that. So essentially what I did was come over here and here Mr. Jeff Cross, who's the building inspector, the official, he's the head honcho there at the city for building permits. He has the stamped one. So I clicked on this one here. We'll do it again. And then that opens up the plans that we submitted to the city for, as you can see right here on the right hand side, 106 Runnels A and B duplex. So once they've approved it and once they've gotten their stuff done, you can see right here on the bottom left hand side that it's signed. That means the city's reviewed it, approved it, and we're ready to go. Now there's one, each one of these sheets is going to be basically stamped there by the city building inspector. Sometimes they put in little notes and stuff like that. Like for example here, this is a pretty standard note that he puts on there so that we don't ever forget. And let me show you what I mean. So here it says do not apply tar or petroleum based mastic to PVC piping. That's for whenever we do the foundation. So whenever we do these foundations, if you guys were looking earlier, the kitchen is going to be somewhere in the same general vicinity. So we have the wastewater coming in out this way. Then we have the laundry room here. The wastewater goes out this way. And then we have the guest bathroom that's going to be about right here. The wastewater goes down. And then, of course, we have the last one here, which is going to be the master bathroom, and the wastewater goes this way. So those pipes that come out, they don't want any mastic on them. And so because of that, he puts these little notes on there. So we know, we've done this before. Then one of the other things that he notes on here, which is also important, I want the electrician to see this. This is the islands must comply with the NEC. It means the conduit will be needed to be placed in the slab prior to the, before they start pouring the concrete. So at some point, since we're going to have an island, let me show you here. You see this little island here? How do you run electricity to an island, right? That's the challenge. So if we don't think about this beforehand, and we've already done this before, so it's the same plan, but if we don't think about this before, then we end up having an island that does not have any electricity. We want to have electricity on this island. We want some here, we want some here. And so because of that, the electricity has to go underneath the slab and up. So we have to do that with some sort of a conduit, so that way it's already set up for electricity once that island is there. But anyways, the big thing that I wanted to just update you guys on is that this has been stamped by the city. Everything's been approved. You see all the little red stamps on there. We're going to get these plans printed off. We have the site plan right here, which is going to be showing where this duplex is going to be going. And as you can see here, just kind of dimensions of where it's going to be situated. This stuff has already been demolished. So now I'm going to be moving over to the other one that we have right next door, which is going to be 104 Runnels. So this one has also been stamped and updated, and that's this one here. So now that we have this, now we see 104 Runnels here, A and B. It's going to be the same one. Again, we have the little stamps here from the city, which is super awesome, right here on the bottom left. And all of these are stamped, and it's the same footprint, and he's making the same comments, just making sure that we're all on the same sheet here. No big deal, right? So he doesn't want any tar or petroleum mastic on the PVC pipes. The island must comply with NEC 210.52, whatever. We'll look that up, but we know what it is. It just means it has to have electricity to it. Anyway, point I'm making here is that we are moving forward. Now, the next step here that we don't have completed is going to be the fees. So right now, waiting for staff review and application. So what happens next is that the city's going to now bill me a building permit. Once they bill me, I can come in through here to the GovWell system and pay for it. And then once I've paid for it, they'll send me back basically the actual building permit. When I get that building permit complete or printed off, we'll get that little sucker laminated and put up here right next to this one. That way everybody can see that we are allowed to basically start doing construction. Once that's done, guys, basically what I'm going to try to do this week or tomorrow is the same thing that I do on all the lots. And I'm going to do this here for you guys. I don't typically do this anymore, but I think it's important for you guys to learn and understand that, like, whenever you're first starting out, you want to get involved in this process. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stake out the corners, which have already been done by the survey company. We're going to come out here and we're going to bring some nylon string and basically put on the corners, come across, and then measure. We're going to then take this site plan right here. We're going to take this site plan and basically show her. Let me see here. Let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. I'm essentially going to take some nylon and make these red lines right here. And then we're going to measure these distances here so we can have an idea of where the pad needs to be. The fill dirt guys are going to come in. They're going to make a pad that's a little bit bigger than the actual foundation itself. So that's what we want to mark off. I want to mark off these four corners so that whenever Mr. Sammy gets out there and starts doing the dirt work, he knows approximately where the corners are going to be for the property. And then they can start coming in with the fill dirt and we'll get all this process going. We'll get the forms put in. We'll get the plumber do the plumbing ground. We'll get the concrete, the cables delivered and do the concrete delivery, and then we'll start moving forward with the actual construction. All right, guys, this is an awesome new duplex that we're doing. This is 23 days it's taken from the time that we actually bought it. Now, one of the things I think people don't understand as well is that we started this process before day number one. Day number one was the day after we closed, okay? So on the day we closed, we don't typically do anything. We're still doing the title work and all the other stuff that, is pretty normal with that. So what we're at now is, day number one begins like, hey, we're submitting the plans. We got all this stuff going. There was a lot of pre-work that we had to get done, which was going to be the soil samples. We had to get the engineer involved for the foundation so he could design a slab based on the soil samples that he received. We had to do some of that work. We had to worry about the demolition, how we're going to do that, coordinating all this stuff. So we've done quite a few things, but it took the city basically 3-4 weeks there to take a look at the plans. And now we're on work week number 4 now, but we're just waiting for them to bill us so we can get the building permit so they can actually get the trucks out there or the bulldozers out there to start cleaning up the dirt, flattening it out, bringing in the good dirt, and start going on that process. That is all I got for you guys on this duplex update, and we will talk to you soon.